ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶ ಶಾರದಾ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ರಾಮಾಯ ರಾಮಭದ್ರಾಯ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ವೇದಸೆ ರಘುನಾಥಾಯ ನಾಥಾಯ ಸೀತಾಯ ಪತಯೇ ನಮಃ. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 30 of Sundara Kanda. While all those things are happening, Sita planning to give up her life, Trijata seeing a great dream of her Sita reuniting with her consort Rama. At during that time, Hanuman, hiding himself in the same Shingshupa tree, keep observing them. He observed Sita being seduced by Ravana and the daring replay of Sita, interpretation of Trichata's dream, the lament of Sita to give up her life. During all this time, the valiant Hanuman, who had heard all that Sita, Trijata, and the Titans had said, gazed on that illustrious damsel who resembled a celestial being from the Nandana gardens, and many thoughts fitted through the mind of that great Hanuman. Because in during all these circumstances, he cannot intervene in between because he is a complete stranger for all of them, including to the Sita. And he now need to find a way so that he can have a first conversation with Sita and try to console her and be friend with her, because only then his mission will going to be successful, because he need to deliver the message given by Rama to Sita and then take her message and go back to Rama and tell him about all about Sita, so that he will come with all the entire army of the Vanaras in order to defeat Ravana. For all those chain of events to happen, Hanuman need to maintain an utmost patience. He reflected, she who was sought in every place by thousands and millions of monkeys is here, and it is I who have found her, engaged as a skillful spy to discover the strength of the enemy. I have stolen into the city and know everything concerning the might of Ravana and the resources of the Titans, as also of their capital. It is for me to console the consort of that immeasurably illustrious prince who is compassionate to all beings, for she is pining for her lord. I shall seek to gain the confidence of this lady, whose countenance resembles the full moon, who formerly was unacquainted with suffering, and who cannot see any end to her woes. If I return without having comforted that virtuous lady whose soul is overwhelmed with grief, my journey will have been in vain. In sooth, when I have departed, that illustrious Princess Janaki, giving up all hope of deliverance, will yield up her life, and that long armed warrior, whose countenance resembles the full moon, anxious to behold Sita, is equally worth of consolation. Because if Hanuman do not console Sita and give her all the confidence that Rama will soon come there and release her from the clutches of Titans, there is a possibility Sita might give up the life. If Sita give up the life, then all the effort of the Vanara army, or even the effort of Hanuman in finding her, and Rama coming to destroy Lanka, will all go in a vain. To speak to her in the presence of these titans is impossible. What then shall I do? I am in a great dilemma. If I do not give her some reassurance in the last hour of the night, she will undoubtedly give up her life. And if Rama inquires of me, what did Sita of slender waist say? What answer I can give to him? If I have had no conversation with her, if I return without having achieved my purpose regarding Sita, Pakusta will consume me with his fiery glance, then it were vain to urge my master to take action for Rama's sake by placing himself at the head of his forces. I shall take the first opportunity offered by these Titan women to reassure that sorely tried lady, yet in this insignificant form and monkey shape, if I assume a human voice and speak in Sanskrita like a sage, because Hanuman is capable of all of them. He can take a man, like he can take a human shape, or he can continue to remain in the shape of a monkey, but he can speak a Sanskrita that is so great. Sita then will give me to be Ravana, and she will be terrified because Ravana is also a Brahmana, and being himself a Brahmana, he is capable of speaking the best of the Sanskrita language, having been fully qualified in terms of its grammar and everything. And if Hanuman speaks in a similar language, then she suspects him to be Ravana in the camouflage, because how can a monkey speak in a human voice, that too in such a perfect language of Samskritha? It is essential, however, that I express myself in the human tongue. How otherwise can I inspire this irreproachable lady with courage? If it doesn't speak in human tone, then how will he be able to console Sita? And if he speaks in human tone, then whether Sita will going to recognize him to be different from those titans? Seeing my shape and hearing me speak, Janaki, who has been terrorized by the Titans, will be seized with an even greater fear, and that illustrious and large eyed Sita will cry out, imagining me to be Ravana, who is able to change his form at will. And hearing her cry, the whole company of Titans, armed with every kind of weapon, will form themselves into a great mass resembling death itself, and hideous and indomitable will rush on me from every side and seek to destroy me or take me captive. Then, beholding me leap from branch to branch and climb to the top of the highest trees, they will become exceedingly alarmed and will fill the woods with their wild cries. Thereafter, they will call the Titans who are engaged in guarding the king's palace to their aid, and on account of their native excitability, will seize hold of every kind of weapon, spears, darts, and swords, and hasten to join in the fray. Surrounded by them on all sides, if I slay that host of Titans, exhausted, I shall be unable to cross the ocean, or they outnumber me, will succeed in capturing me, and being a prisoner, that lady will reap no benefit from my attempt. And during all this time, neither he could able to have a good conversation with Sita, nor he could able to return back to Rama. His whole mission will going to fail. Alternatively, in their passion for evil doing, they may even slay the daughter of Janaka, which will completely defeat the great design of Rama and Sugriva. Janaki dwells in an inaccessible and secret place surrounded by the sea, guarded on all sides by the Titans, with all its approaches closed. If I am slain, that means if Hanuman is slain, captured by the Titans in combat, I know of no other monkey who can cross the 400 miles of sea. Even if I destroy thousands of titans, I should not then be able to reach the other shore of vast ocean, because by that time he would have been already tired of fighting with them. Battles are always hazardous, and I do not like to engage in so uncertain an enterprise. What wise person could take any risk in a matter of trust? Would be a great error to frighten Vaidehi by addressing her directly. Yet, if I do not do so, she will surely perish, because she is already getting ready to kill herself. Undertaking often fail through an incompetent messenger unable to take advantage of time and place, as darkness is overcome by the rising sun. In such cases, whether it concerns accomplishment or avoidance of any matter, The most widely planned projects do not succeed. Assuredly, a sumptuous messenger ruins all. How shall I act, therefore, so that my mission does not prove vain? How shall I show myself equal to this charge? How shall the crossing of the ocean not prove to have been useless? How can I persuade Sita to listen to me without inspiring fear in her? Having put all these questions to himself, Hanuman formed the following resolution. Yes, I shall speak to her of Rama, of immortal exploits, for then his dear consort will not be afraid, that is, Sita will not be afraid of me, since she is wholly absorbed in the thought of her Lord. In a gentle voice, uttering the name of Rama, the foremost of the Ikshwakus of subdued soul, and lauding his pity and renown in sweet accents, I shall induce Sita to listen to me. There is nothing I will not do to inspire her with confidence. Thereupon the mighty Hanuman, looking down on the consort of the Lord of the world from the branches of the tree where he sat concealed, spoke to her in melodious and candid tones. Thus ended chapter 30 of Sundara Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puramasini, Tvamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.